Hello everybody, just the Mongol here. Today we're with a figure review with the Son Goku from the Dragon Ball Superheroes line. This is made by S.H Figuarts, and I picked this up for $25. These retail for about $40. Thankfully, though, they have made so many goddamn Goku figures that every time a new one comes out in about a month, they're half price, not even. Anyway, starting off, first impressions, I really do like this figure. It's a pretty solid base form of Goku. Of course, starting off with the box, we have the nice little seal of approval, some nice gold or silver lettering. On the back, this says $90 fucking dollars. I don't know why. I got this for literally $25. You can see some pretty cool looking poses on it. Pretty basic S.H Figuarts box. Starting off with the figure itself, for the posability, they give you some pretty nice stuff. Now, this isn't the Gohan and Piccolo level of articulation here with how hidden the crunch is in the midsection, but this is a pretty good figure overall, especially with how it hides some of the joints. Starting off with the head, can't look too far up. It does look down a bit. There's a bit of a neck articulation here. It's kind of hard to actually make it go. But the arms are pretty movable. They have lots of movement in them. This little sleeve move, that's pretty cool. Elbow joints, pop these off. They're a little tight, but it isn't a ball joint. Get a nice ab crunch. Again, this isn't Gohan and Piccolo level where the gi hides the ab crunch really well. But it is pretty well hidden, especially compared to the older releases of Goku. Can do a pretty good split. His thing moves around. I always like that. There's a separation between these two, which is something I like. I do like the coloration, how it gets darker in certain areas. So it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but on the fronts of like the folds of these pants, they're slightly darker than it is elsewhere on it, which is pretty cool. It's got that side-to-side swivel with the feet, which I love, and a pretty nice toe hinge. For accessories, Goku comes with some pretty decent accessories. For faceplates, he comes with 4 of them. A smiling face, smiling, looking to his side, angry, yelling, and a scared one. These are all really expressive. I like them. I wish we could have gotten like a more neutral, angry face, I guess. But I guess these work. These are really good looking. There is actually like depth and detail to the mouth, which is pretty cool. I always like seeing that. For accessories, he has some pretty standard Goku stuff. Nothing real crazy here. 2 fists, of course, nothing new there. Pretty basic. 2 open palm hands. They actually have some pretty nice detail in them, surprisingly. 2 kind of grippy Kamehameha hands. Again, with more detail than what I'd normally expect. 1 instant transmission hand. I wish we get 2. We only get 1 for some reason. And these 2 kind of like wolf fist things. I don't know what they're called. The thing that Yamcha does, the wolf punch or whatever. 2 of those fingers. For things I like the color, how cheap it is. Lots of articulation. Pretty well hidden articulation. As well, it's a very budget friendly figure. I do like how they put the gi markings on. I like the gi markings. I'm not really a big fan of his super design with the gi. But I do like the superheroes design more than like the Z version. He does look way more expressive in the Z version of Goku and all that, which I do like. So this is one of my more liked figs. I do really like the superhero line. They do really good with it, and I'd like to see them do more with it in the future because the super line has just such a really good level of articulation. There's not really much I don't like about it. The only things I really don't like about it are these shoulders. Um, Certain poses, you can kind of see his arm joint, which is a little iffy, but I'd rather them move more than what they actually do, like this, than not have too much movement. So I do like how they made it so he can go real good with it. He can do some pretty good poses, which I like. His arms really allow it, along with these, where you can really get some good Kamehameha poses in there. That I know just from older figures you couldn't really get beforehand. So in all, I would literally rate this figure 5 out of 5. It's good, cheap, great paint, great sculpt, good accessories. You can also add on to it. I think that they have a like a food kit or whatever with a table for Vegeta and Goku. That you can add like an alternate face where they have food in their mouth. I think I don't know if this is for this Goku or a different one. Uh, but it is a really solid figure, really cheap, pretty good quality. There's not too much cheap plastic on it. I do like the feel of it. It feels pretty good quality. Um, which is one of the things I didn't really like too much about Piccolo, even though he is a really solid figure. Piccolo just has that kind of weird plastic chest. It doesn't feel that nice to mess with. Goku has that pretty nice chest. Oh no, really good figure. If you can pick it up and if you want it, I highly recommend. It's pretty good. It will look really good in your collection.